We rode early, chasing the sun, cargo van dreams.
What's good, fam? We still outside, baby. We still outside. Out here playing in this rain like a little kid. Yeah, it's starting to sprinkle just a little bit, But hey, they say when it rains, it pours. And as long as it's raining these bags, I'm good with it. I'm good with it, baby. And we loaded.
Good right there. Thank you, sir. Have a blessed one now.
Living out his purpose, never showing up late. Subscribers tuned in when that bell goes ding, cause they know BG's doing his thing. Every vlog, every load, every laugh he brings, he's the voice of the road. We rollin', we're steady grinding in the whole damn team. Auntie riding heavy, pulling up on the scene. Team holding steady, controlling every lane. Mr. Drive Time, moving up and down the east. Making money, can't stop the beach. Allen, collecting bags off every route. Cole and Javon, rolling too. J.R., Ray and Mike, all part of the crew. Yeah, we rolling on through. Cargo van life, that's what we do. He ain't in it for fame, it's the grind to go. Just a man, a van, and a heart made of gold. Late nights, gas stations, reading the GPS on the app. Every mile tells a story, every stop's a recap. He's the voice for the dreamers, the road believers, the freight haulers, and the long mile seekers. When he hits record, the world gets to see that life in the van can set your spirit free. We rollin' with the quicks and the whole damn team. Rich riding heavy, pulling up on the scene. Slick the delivery guy, holding steady, controlling every lane. Blue Marvel, moving up and down the east. Making money, can't stop the beast. Sean and Finn Dog, collecting bags off every route. More roads and Trailblazer rolling too. McGreets, Ariana, and Andrew, all part of the crew. Yeah, we rolling on through. Cargo van life, that's what we do. From sunrise runs to them late night stops. Living by the hustle, never gonna drop. Faith in his heart, freedom in his hand. He's building dreams 1 mile at a time across his land. No 9 to 5, just an open road. Every vein's a dream, every mile a goal. Faith in his heart and a grind that's true. From one driver to another, this one's for you.
Appreciate you, good sir.
All right, fam, my bad. Your ball is moving. I didn't even get to make an intro. That's a first. But hey, that's just how I go with the systems. Like, I know we got systems for the videos. I know y'all been rocking with your boy for a minute. You know, I talk to you, you see the load, you see the road, then you see the load come off, then you hear me talk again. But the thing with systems, sometimes you got, they change. They require a little bit of I can't even get it out. Rewiring. Restructured, but it still is the same system. Things come up. I told you this a long time ago. We're gonna stick to certain things. Got the talking points to help you build this business, build your strategy, build your system, and every now and then something comes up that throws it off. Well, if you notice the past few videos, we structured it because it's gonna be like we want to show you that. For those of you day one, we ain't talking to you. New fam, when I say go back and watch videos, this is what I mean. I made sure these went in line with understanding the 3 systems a few videos back, where we talked about the niche, the region, and the downtime. We are on the region right now. And because of the region that I was running, because I was testing a theory of the system, because I was watching everybody how they was moving, and I heard complaints and all that stuff on social media, through TikTok, IG, YouTube, everything, even some of the grind setters. So I had to run a theory, and I had to test it out multiple times. And I finished that theory. I concluded that theory, I guess you should say. And don't worry, grind setters, all y'all grind setters, don't jump in the comments and be like, BG, why you ain't bring this up? We're gonna talk about that this coming Wednesday, because we're gonna talk about the system, how to do it, because part of the system is pricing it right. Everything costs something. Time, money, something. But yeah, when you're talking about building the system with within your region, you got to know how to price it right. So I'm gonna give you an example. You know your boy say, I'll deadhead in a minute. I will go get it. I will spend a tank of gas to go get that load if the money right. I told you how to do that when you're deadheading. I even told you how to price yourself when you gotta pick up somewhere and you got a deadhead back, how to add that money, because of course you add the money on if you did in the beginning, and you got to add that money on the deadhead back. We talked about that in other videos. But in this one that I'm talking about now, we picked up in Lake Charles. On the way back, after dropping off the last load, the previous load in Port Allen, Louisiana. On the way to Port Allen, because of the system I'm running. And I'm going to tell y'all that in another video, because the reason it keeps popping up, and the reason you keep saying your boy, because what I'm doing works, and that's why you keep saying me. I'm getting it because it keeps working. I ain't even fighting for it. When I'm finished, it's there. So on the way to Port Allen, it's crazy because I was passing Lake Charles when I found the load. So I had to get to Port Allen, drop that load, get back, pick up the load in Lake Charles after I had literally, it wasn't ready though. It wasn't ready. That's why I had time. Because it was early in the morning when I was passing by. And they was like, yeah, it'll be ready this time. I'm like, all right, can I pick it up at this time? They say, cool, but it gotta be there by this time because it was a Friday. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, you're getting the video a little late. It was a Friday. And there's like the warehouse, the shipping and receiving warehouse ain't open on Friday, but we're going to have somebody there. It was a plant they got a couple of guys, POCs, going to have them meet you there, but you got to be there by this time before they get off. Can you do it? I was like, yeah, I can make it happen. So I had to drop in Port Allen, and I picked this load up, and which I'm sorry, that's why you didn't get an intro, because your boy didn't stop moving. I pulled in there. I had Chip sliding like I was in the Mach 5. You would have thought I was Speed Racer. Go BG, go BG, go BG, go. Boy, me and Chip was on it. But yeah, I slid in that thing. They threw the pallet in here, and I dipped up out of there. Lake Charles, 136 miles to LaPorte, Texas. Right down there south of Houston. You know what I said. And they paid your boy the $220 a mile. Yep, we got $300 for that. $300 on the way back. So we dropped off that morning, got the load coming back, and that was working the region. Now, I told you because we're talking about how to build systems. Now we got to talk about the region. I kind of let you know a little bit in the last video when we started with gig apps, how I used to take different VHO package or Amazon routes all in different places of Houston, but it wasn't beneficial financially wise to do that because it was using up gas money, even though I would use the whole tank of gas throughout the day, but what they was paying and all that, it just didn't work out. So I learned the system for my region inside of the gig app niche. Remember, I told you in the last video, some of these things can cross. So your niche and your region is going to cross wires. And so when you're trying to build systems inside of your region, first you got to understand what region you want to work. We talked about one when I made the video, meet me in a circle. Meet me in a circle is a big region. Depending on how you look at it mile-wise. It up and down from the top point to the lowest bottom point to the lowest top point is like 11 to 100 miles, something like that. And from side to side inside the circle is roughly like another 900 miles, maybe 1,000. I broke that down inside, Grind said as y'all got it. I broke that side down inside of the community. So when you're thinking about your region, whether you want to work local, regional, OTRs, you can't just go off of one content creator, or you can't go off of one person you've seen. That's why I always tell you to research, because each region is not equal. Each region is not created equally. So you got to understand your region. For example, I'll give you an example. You know your boy won't go to Florida. I ain't got no reason to, because money is money. Money is made there anyway. But say you stay in Atlanta. For somebody in Atlanta to drive to, I don't know, Tampa, Orlando, and drive back, it's kind of the same as when y'all see your boy drive from Houston to Laredo. People be watching, why would you go to Laredo? It makes sense for me in my region if I price it right, because that's the other part of the system. Then somebody that stays in Chicago to run to Laredo, and then you get stuck in Laredo and got to figure out how to get back to Houston. That might not align with your region. That's why you got to understand your region. Nothing wrong with going OTR, but you got to know how to work the OTR circle. If that makes sense. When I say region, because again, I don't knock nobody. Do whatever you want to do. Learn how you want to learn. Make money how you want to make it. This is not an end all be all for your boy BG. But for example, that's why you never see me go over to Oregon. I ain't got no reason to. That's not my region. And then I got to fight to get back. So it depends on your region. Your region don't have to necessarily be local. If you want to stay local, you can. But I understand how the region works on the mileage basis, and I give you a tip. I always give y'all tips. Depending on the type of worker or driver you are, remember I told you every 200 miles is 3 hours, roughly. It ain't to a science, but roughly. So if you go 400 miles, that means 6 hours. If you can go 6 hours, if you think about normally in a cargo van, an hour for pickup, an hour and unload, that's just guessing. That'll be 8 hours just to get picked up, drive there, unload, 8 hours. If you find something, that'll be great. But if you don't, and you got to drive back them 400 miles, which I've done it before, that's that dead end to take a gas to go get it or come home. That means you added another 6 hours. You not turned your day into a 14-hour day. Now, if you made them pay you right, it's no problem. That's the part about the system. You got to understand the pay, because the dollar a mile doesn't work with these gas prices. Remember, that's why I stopped going out west. The dollar a mile for for what I needed. Of course, your bar gonna go over $1 a mile, but to make it make sense, that's why I didn't go west. But now those west prices back from last year and 2 years ago, because of everything going on in the fuel industry, well, oil industry, however you want to say it, made those out west prices from 2 years ago, a year ago. That's what we look like in the Midwest now. So obviously it don't work. I told y'all months ago how to recalculate your mileage for that. But sticking with region and building the system, part of building that system is understanding not necessarily your RPM, but you need to understand how your CPM works with the money that you're going to get, not just going, but coming back. So if you keep it within a certain miles of your region, remember, I told you, I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way, because I know some people do, because they be like, gatekeeping. I break down the knowledge that I give y'all in multiple places. It could be in a live, it could be in this video, it could be in the Cargo Van Business Blueprint book, it could be in the community, where the community gets all the information because they in the community. But I do that for the same reason, because even though I love you and I appreciate your support, I appreciate your rocking with your boy, and I'm glad that because y'all tell me that the information helps. Just like that helps y'all, it's also groups of people out there that don't mean no good for our industry. The scammers, the frauds, whoever you call them. I don't call nobody out because I don't care. Everybody do their own thing. They know who they are. You know who they are. I don't know who everybody is. I don't even know nobody personally. But the same way it would help you, it would help them. And I'm not in the business of helping people that's trying to get over on people. Again, I'm not saying what I'm saying is the rule of thumb. I'm not saying what I'm saying is law. There's multiple ways to do that. That's why I always tell you to go research and look at other content creators, because I see a lot of them doing an amazing job. Some like to share, some don't. I don't knock them, because I understand they put in that hours, the time, the money to get the information to y'all, and they sharing their journey too, just like we all are. But at the same time, you gotta understand there's some people that don't mean well. So yes, I'm giving you a little tip, but I'm not gonna go too far into it. Region wise, and this is not me knowing y'all CPM, I don't know none of that stuff. Region wise, with the rates that they go on the spot market inside of the lowboard niche, the lowboard niche, inside of the spot market, region wise, 400 miles or less mean you can go get a load and be in your bed every single day without going more than 400 miles. I say that because some people want to be in their bed every single day. So yes, does that mean longer 14-hour days? Yes. But I'll put it to you this way. If you make a person that makes $20 an hour, at 14, let's say 14 hours, that means they would probably end up with, what's that, $280 before taxes? Yeah, because 10 hours is 200. So $280 before taxes, 20, 40, 60, yeah, I did that right. $280 before taxes. But if I can get you a load that goes 400 miles, and you've seen your boy do it, and it'll take, like I just said, 14, I just broke down the numbers, 400 miles, and it's going that far, and I can get it for $750, because you've seen your boy do it on multiple occasions. You see me, I'll even do it easy. I'll do it the easy way. Let's do 600. 400 miles for $600 is $1.50 a mile. To go 400 miles, me and Chip, it's gonna take 2 tanks of gas. Third, if I fill up when I get back to the house, so I'm on full when I get ready to go. So I give you the 3rd tank of gas. For me to put 3 tanks of gas in, Chip, with the gas prices right now as they are, would still cost me about $200. So if I take 200 from that 600, that leaves me with 400. So that same person making $20 an hour that's getting paid $280 before taxes, we will be getting $400 before we take out our tax. Obviously, we took out the gas. Hopefully, you packed them sandwiches. But that's how you understand how you build a systems on the number side of things. Some people would be like, that's not worth it. But for some of you, let's be honest, fam. 14 hours a day of work, even though you might have came back with nothing because you stuck within your region and you built your system like that. That's why I say the price points. If you notice the loads I've been doing lately, they've been $1.60, $1.80. This load, $2.20. It's price points. That's inside of my system, and I know my system inside of a 400-mile radius, really 5, but I'm just using 400-mile radius, what my rate needs to be at, because I might want to come home, and I've been testing that system. Don't worry, grindsetters, I'm going to tell you on Wednesday how to get them rates just where you need it. But if I just said, hey, you're going to work 14 hours and you're going to get $400, but after you take out fuel, most people are going to be like, yes, that's what I need. Some people are going to be like, nah, I can't do that. I'm going to use the gig arena. In my arena in Houston, DoorDash, for example, you got to work 5 hours on DoorDash, even in the good area, just to get roughly $100 to $120. So I would have to work 15 hours just to get $300 to $360. It depends on how you look at it. You've seen your boy work the gig apps. You've seen me do these. You've seen, I'm just saying, this is the region part. You got to understand how to build the system inside your region, know the mileage on your region, how you're going to price your region. These are all things that you got to think about inside of your region based off of the niche that you choose, and know where to grow from there. Remember, this is just the foundational piece for the region. You got to know your region. Think about your neighborhood. You know all the back streets, all the streets to get you to the gas station, the grocery store, how to get to your kids' school. If you got kids in school, you know how to do all that because you know that area you in. Same with a region. As you learn your region, you're going to build more systems inside of that region, including meeting new clients, meeting people that can become direct customers, some people direct shippers. You'll learn all from brokers because you work a region. When I say, hey, let's take over Texas, like, I'm literally telling you what to do. But yeah, that's what it is when you understand how to build the systems inside of your region, knowing how to price it, knowing your mileage, because everybody's mile is different. Everybody's region ain't the same. Somebody's region might be 300 miles. 300 miles might get you in multiple states, multiple places. You might live in a good area, like I tell you about the northern part of that circle, where you can go in a 200-mile radius and get, it depends where your region is, where you don't understand, but that requires you to research your region, understand how your niche works in your region, and then understand how to price it. Those are 3 different systems: knowing the region mileage system, knowing how to price it system, and knowing which niche works in your region, another system. This is systems that you got to come. Don't worry, it's more to it than that, but this is just to get you going to build the foundation. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep going because I could talk about this stuff all day long. This is my forte. I like doing stuff like this. Strategy. I'm a strategist. But yeah, I'm not gabbed on enough. This load is finito. The money already hit the bank. The $2.20 that put you back, your boy back, LaPorte, Texas, right back at Houston. But yeah, it's finished. So we now already covered out of the 3 systems when we said about the niche, the region, and the downtime. This just finished region. We talked about niche in the last video. The next video, obviously, we're going to finish up with the systems and talk about downtime and how to build systems inside of your downtime to help you reach that success. So yeah, just go out there, keep winning, keep doing what you're doing. Your boy appreciate you for even rocking with me this long. I appreciate you. So yeah, as always, keep getting them bags, keep building them systems, keep going after your success, do whatever it takes, understand what you need to do for your family. But it's for your boy, I got to go do some more work. I got to go study my region too. And work on this downtime. Either way it go, you get it. So yeah, y'all be good out there. But as always, until the next video, y'all stay blessed.
Cargo van dreams, mile after mile we run. This one's for the crew, the real ones out on the road. Let's go.